Hello DaVinci users, today we're gonna recreate this animation which I've recently made for my client.
Let's say your husband passes away in 2025 at the age of 70 before he had to start taking RMDs. You're 65 and the sole beneficiary. Because he died before his required beginning date, you don't have to take anything out right away. In fact, you can delay RMDs until the year he would have turned 70.
Okay guys, let's go. Let's grab Fusion composition. So we got Fusion, let's stretch it out. I need about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough length for this animation. Or maybe first of all, we need a reference. I've got this in my B-roll. So the reference will be below media out. Let's put it on the left side. Actually, the Fusion composition is not long enough. Let's stretch it out to, I've got 30 seconds. That's supposed to be good. And now we're gonna grab background. And I'm gonna show you how this looks like, what parameters we've got in this background. So we've got, first of all, transparent background, and then I've connected like this background to the merge. So I connected this background to transparent background. This background has a color of this hex code. You can copy this hex code, and holding shift, I'm going to connect this green to this background, and this background has got this parameter, so you can copy them for you. Go to settings, and blend is 0.1. So we've got base for our animation. Let's see reference, how it looks like. After background, we're going to start creating this photography effect. We need to go to our assets. We've got all assets here. We need to grab background, and we need to grab another background and connect this background here. That's gonna be white BG white. I'm gonna grab this color, and let's connect that to the main node tree. And we need a rectangle for that. Let's just use the Canva on the right side. So hit 2 on this merge and grab rectangle and adjust the size of the paper. Okay, that's all right. And now we need overlay for that. Let's name it overlay. Okay, let's connect this overlay to the merge, and let's change this merge to a top. And what I messed up, so this overlay is supposed to be here below the background, okay, below the white background. And now there we go, we've got this, and we need to change something with merge where background is connected to. Let's make it bigger like that. Just adjust the size and go to the merge and make a blend a little bit down. Let's go with 0.4, and we can play around with alpha gain a little bit maybe, or maybe not. Let's leave it like that. And now we need a picture of this lady. All right, let's connect this lady here to this merge, and let's name this lady Janet. Let's close this media pool window, and this lady needs a color corrector, which is here, okay? In default, I've got these settings. I'm gonna change only gain. The photo is brighter, and make sure in options, you got thick, pre-divide, post multiply. And after this one, I need transform. So let's go with the size like that. And now we're gonna go with a text. So I'm going to grab text here and connect it here. The font will be Tox typewriter, and I'm gonna change color to black. That will be 65 years old. I'm gonna change the size to 7, and I'm gonna put down this age like here. Okay, there we go. We recreated photography. We only need the pin here. I'm going to make a space here and grab the pin. I want to name it pin and connect it to the node tree. And there we go, we've got pin. And I need color corrector, so I'm gonna copy this one, which I've got already, and I'm gonna do space. I'm gonna make space, go with transform, and let's make it smaller and pin it here. Maybe 0.25 should be all right. And below the picture, I need the drop shadow. So as you can see in Canva, there is drop shadow. The direction of drop shadow is from the top left corner to across the picture to bottom right corner. So and as you can see, drop shadow is already been created in this pin. So I would like to turn this shadow to the side, to the same direction. We need to go to the pin, to transform of the pin, and I want to turn the angle. There we go, like that. Okay, let's replace it. The shadow goes in the same direction. There we go, we got our photography. And actually what we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect all of the node tree and just leave it here. And all node tree is selected. So I'm going to copy that, paste it here. And what I need to do is just replace picture of the lady, because that's gonna be this guy. And this is Dave. Dave, you go in there. So just grab the Dave and just hold it and place it on the Janet node, leave it, and that's gonna be question. If you want to replace it, okay. And there we go, we got Dave. So let's put this node tree to the right window, and we've got Dave in here. And Dave, so the color corrector will be used. We're gonna animate the saturation. He's going to be darker at some point, but that's gonna be when we're gonna make keyframes. For now, we can leave it, this guy, in color, and let's go and add another element. Another element will be 2025 in the middle. We're gonna actually grab text. Let's just name this text first. So that's gonna be 65 years old. Okay, copy and paste it here. And that's going to be 2025. Let's copy and paste it here. We got 2025. There we go. We've got 3 elements already made it. And let's focus now on traditional 401k. I have it in my macros, so I need to just make it shift space and type in IRA. Okay, IRA logo. And there you go. So I have all created here. And you can have it as well. You have it in your assets. What you need to do, you need to put this file into this address in your location. What you need to do is you need to just change the name of the user. And that's how it works in Windows. I don't know how it works in Apple, probably the same. Just give it a try. And what I want to change here is I want to go to 401k node, and I'm going to type in traditional and just change size. Okay, it's all right. Let's leave it like that. I can briefly explain you what is going on here. So this is transparent background. And next we've got polygon. Actually, this polygon is outline. And inside we've got a line in the middle. This is based on white background. Okay, the line in the middle. And this is outline of all the graphic. And next step is background blue. And there we go, polygon here as well. So it's outlined like that, and background red and polygon here. So I just recreated that. I found somewhere online this logo, and I just recreated that and put the text inside. And this ellipse this is merge under. As you can see, operator is under. The blend is 0.654. And this is below. So that gives you, if I change transparent background to black, actually it doesn't work, but I show you a different way. So when you grab background and connect this one to here and put it to the right side and change this background to black, you should supposed to have it on default. So there you go, you have something like white cloud below the logo. And that makes this more visible. But I used to use it to black background. Now my client wanted to change backgrounds to white, and all the theme is more brighter. So I don't use it anymore. But anyway, there it is. If you use black backgrounds in your projects, it can be useful for you. It can stay like that. It's not visible, doesn't bother all the animation. So there's any conflict in colors, so we can leave it like that. So we've got logo. Let's leave it here. And there we go. Next text is before RBD. And let's see how it works in animation. So it's all together. Okay, let's create this one. So we're going to grab background. And next one is text. I think that's going to be two text. Let's place this like that. That's going to be before. Let's copy that. And okay, and paste it here. It's going to be before. I'm going to choose Montserrat font for that. Montserrat. And let's use semi-bold. Paste it in here. Let's see in the right view. Okay, looks good. So we're going to change the color to black. And let's copy this text node, paste it here. And that's going to be RBD. RBD. Paste it here. Let's change the color to white, and we're gonna go to shading, enabled shading, and appearance will be border filled. I'm gonna change the color to this one. You can have hex code here, you can copy it. Okay, let's go to merge, type in 2 so we can see everything. And let's go to RGB, put it a little bit down. So it's gonna be below of that. I think we need to change the font only. So that's going to be extra bold. Let's leave it as extra bold. And let's focus again on this blue background. Let's change level to text. And let's change round. Okay, 0.15. Maybe we can put down the size of before a little bit, so it's going to be 0.7. So we forgot only to put the date here. No, we had already the text here. I forgot. What we can do is rename this text, so that's going to be Dave's age, and let's type in 1955 to 25. There we go. Let's see how it looks like on the right window. Okay, Dave. There you go. You can stay here and wait. And what else is left? Let's go through the animation. I think there is something else. Let's extend our fusion composition. The next step is this dollars and cross. Okay, so dollars. I'm gonna grab background, another background, alpha background. I'm gonna go to my assets and grab dollar here. I'm gonna name it dollar. I'm gonna connect it to the background, and let's view this here. Dollar is not visible. Let's reset PNG file, and there we go. We've got dollar, and I'm going to add color corrector. Okay, there we go, and let's grab transform. Let's adjust angle, something like that. Let's put the size down. And I think it's straight now. Okay, I need to add drop shadow below transform. So let's go and type in drop shadow. Okay, and below merge, we need duplicate node, duplicate. And we need 3 copy of this. And I will put it down a little bit. You can't see it because we need to type 2 in duplicate. Put it a little bit to the right side. And there we go. We've got $3 here. It looks the same. Okay. So let's leave it like that. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Another element is created and only X is left. We're going to create X on the same node tree. So that's going to be below duplicate. Let's grab another background, and actually we're going to do it on the right side. So I'm going to connect this to the duplicate and cross. I've got already created. Sorry, it's going to be crossed. So I will explain you how I made it. Okay, actually we can create it together. Long time ago I've created that, but let's do it. That will be easy for you. So there we go. We need a background, transparent background, another background. Let's connect it to the merge, and let's make this background this color, and let's go to the right window And this background needs rectangle. Let's go with rectangle like that. Sorry, that's going to be, yeah, that's all right. No, we're gonna go like that. So that's gonna be 0.8 and width will be like that. What I want to do is I want to copy this rectangle, paste it here, and paint mode will be subtract, and I want to make it show tile picture. And when you move, that is created. Okay, bang. Okay, so Control Z, and I want to change angle of that. So I'm gonna go with transform here. In angle, I'm gonna type in -45, and let's go to the first frame and go to the center, animate center. Let's go, I don't know, plus 50 frames. And let's put this down, okay, like that. And what we need to do, we need to go to spline editor. Let's make it bigger and select all these points, hit F and T, and let's go with, I don't know, can be 75, around that. Let's close the spline editor, and you got the cross. And I think I'm gonna change spline editor again, and I want it to be not so fast, so that's gonna be 65, okay? And make it longer, so I need to go to keyframes editor, make it bigger, open that, hit F4 so you can have more space. And I want to go with that to 100 frames. And now what we need to do, we need to copy these 4 nodes, copy them, paste it here. Let's connect it to this merge. Let's see this to the right view. What we need to do, we need to change transform, just delete this minus in angle in transform, okay? Backspace, enter, and you've got ready cross. Okay, beautiful. And let's delete this background. Let's just connect this one to this merge. Okay, bang. And let's see on the right side how it looks like. The cross is a little bit smaller, but what we can do, we can add transform here. Let's name it cross global. Okay, and we can make it bigger. Okay, like that. I don't want anything go out beyond the Canva. You will see why in a minute. So I want to make dollar smaller like that. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's see. So the cross is significantly bigger in our composition. So let's make this dollar smaller and places like in the middle, and it looks good. The color of that is different, but we can leave it as it is, or actually change it to a bit darker. So let's go to background and change it to that color. So copy the hex code if you like, or you should have this in the default, this color. There we go. Okay, it looks way better. And we need a drop shadow for cross as well. So let's go to this merge and drop shadow. Next element is cross right away. We just leave this right away. I'm not going to create that. We need this RMDs, and from RMDs we need this arrow and text appear here. RMDs will be easy. We need to just go to the already made text. So that will be RBD. Let's copy this, place in here, paste in here. I'm gonna rename it RMDs and copy this text, paste in the text box. And what we need to do, we need a background, stay in the right side. Okay, we've got RMDs. And the last thing is arrow and this text. Let's go here, arrow. I've got Essential Arrow. So you can download Essential Arrow for free, or you can donate something for this guy. This tool is incredible. I'm not able to create this arrow, to be honest. I just use it as a template and it's amazing. I've got this in the macros, Essential Arrows, Arrow Essential. Okay, I'm going to ungroup this. I've got merge for that, and I need only background. Let's connect it, and I'm gonna hit Ctrl T and see it in the right side. So we've got arrow. Just need to change the color for black, and in controls I want dashed line, and just I want to change size to 0.004, and it looks similar as in our composition. The last thing is this date, so that's gonna be very simple. We just need to copy Dave's age, copy that, and paste it here. What we need to do, we need guys, put this age here, grab alpha background, connect it. I know this part is so boring because we not create anything. We just prepare we're just preparing elements, but that's our last element, and we're gonna go and animate that in 3D space, and you will see where magic happens. Let's go and see age of what we need. There we go. We got the age. That will be 73. And 2025, we're going to change to 2028. All is prepared. And now let's go and create 3D space. So I'm going to grab our reference and media out to the right. Background, we're going to go with background here. Okay, and let's tidy up a little bit. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna select all of these nodes. I'm gonna go down with Shift Space and type in underlay. And let's make it bigger. And I'm going to hold Alt and select underlay, hit F2, and I'm gonna name it Janet. Yeah, that was Janet, correct. And I wanna change the color for that. So she's gonna be purple. And Dave, let's select Dave and do the same thing. Didn't change Dave and Janet because their name in our composition already exists. So what we need to do, what my method for that is, okay, hold Alt and select underlay again, hit F2, and I want to name it Janet and just add something. I don't know, maybe this line. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with Dave. Make sure you don't select just underlay, because this way, as you can see, all nodes are selected, and when you hit F2, you need to name everything. You see that plenty of names. So that's why, to avoid that, hold Alt and hit F2, and that's gonna be Dave. So now we're gonna create 3D space for everything, and for now, I want to add 3 nodes to each element. These 3 nodes, I've got this in saved already. So I'm gonna type in 3D pack 2. And what I've got is image plan. So you can grab image plan from here. That's the image plan. And 2 of them is transform 3D. So if you do shift space, you can have transform 3D like that. Okay. So I named them Z translation and position. So I'm going to connect this to the green output and holding position, and I'm gonna dive in and show you what is inside. So in transform, I'm going to go to transform, and I scaled up the background. So let's go with this one to the right viewer. And as you can see, there we go. Hold Alt and scroll so you can turn around in 3D space. And this is background. I scaled it up here in image in transform to 6. Z translation, I put this 0.01 in translation Z. I'm gonna show you in a minute why. And so next step is position. So I positioned that somewhere here, but it doesn't matter for now. We can even reset that. So we need to connect it now to the media out to see normally, not in 3D space, but in 2D space. So let's go with position, hit a shift space, type in merge 3D. There we go. And now nothing changed. But what we're going to do, I want to grab these 4 nodes, select them, and put it a little bit down. Let's go with this Control X, and just I want to connect it to show you something. Paste in here, and so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to grab this merge, copy and paste it. Next thing is we're gonna grab camera 3D, okay. There we go, we've got camera, and again, go to this merge and shift space, render rare 3D. Let's connect it to the media out and hit 2 on media out, and nothing, we got nothing, but don't worry, just go to the camera, go to transform and go with Z translation, go like that, and now you can see all the background. I'm gonna grab camera, merge, renderer, media out and reference. I'm gonna go to the right side like that. Now we go into copy merge. How many elements? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elements. So we need nine merges, 9 more. Copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So we go into this like that. And I'm gonna grab these 3 elements. So there's gonna be image plan and 2 transforms. So translation and position, copy them. Excuse me, paste it here. Let's connect this merge. That is Janet, node 3. Let's connect it here. And let's connect these 3 nodes here to the merge. Oopsie. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, something happened with PNG, with our picture, sorry. So let's go to Janet and just reset that, and everything is fine, back to normal. And what we need to do, we need to scale down the image plan of Janet. So go to transform of image plan, and let's make it to the 1. And as you can see, she's not visible. When you go to the merge, hit number 1. So as you can see, the layer of the picture is the same position as the background. So to change it, we need to go to image plan, go to translation and grab Z and do it like that, okay? And she's visible now. She's a little bit blurry, but don't worry, all will be fine. We need to position her, but we're gonna position everything a little bit later. Now just let's connect everything, every element, the same method which I've done already. When everything is connected, I'm gonna go with media out and go with 2 here. So all elements, I need to place them in the right location as I want this composition to look like this. Okay, this is zoomed, that's why it looks like that. So we need to place it like that. Can be in longer distance, we'll see. So to position everything, I want to use position transform, okay? So I'm going to, with X, to make it correctly and straight everything in place, I need to turn on guides. So let's start with Janet, position, that's gonna be, let's place her like that, somewhere here. Around here, and let's go to the left. Let's put her somewhere here, and let's go to Dave. And actually, I'm gonna copy Y position and paste it to Y position in Dave. So he's on the same height. Behind this logo. So when I put it down like that, okay, they're on the same position. So we need to go to image plan, and actually we can, yeah, so, no, sorry, we need to go to the image plan and change the translation to 002. Okay, now it's below. You can view that in 3D. So type in 1 in this merge, and as you can see, the money is barely visible. It's hard to see, but the money is below. Yeah, you can see this element on the left. So this is, yeah, money is below this logo. So now when we animate money with this position, it's come up, you can view it here in right viewer, it's come up below, and what is left is the text, which will come out from this picture, from behind this picture. So we need to use the same method as we used with money and cross. Let's see arrow on the left, you can see that, and I think I'm gonna drop transform in here, so I wanna make this arrow bigger, and I wanna make sure this arrow is below RMD, so I need to go to image plan and translation. I wanna put it to 0.2 as well. There we go. Okay, and we recreated all elements. Now let's animate everything. Let's put camera up. We're gonna start from here. That's gonna be a little bit different than we've got in here. So we're gonna do a nice zoom at the beginning, nicer than we've got on the left. So let's go to frame number 0, select camera, type in shift space, and type in then transform 3D. I'm gonna name it first zoom. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. Bang. First frame, I'm going to select Z translation, and I'm going to go 100 frames further, and I'm going to select diamond here, and I'm going to go to frame 0 again. I'm going to select this diamond in Y translation position as well. Gonna go back to frame number 100 and select diamond in Y. So now we're going to zoom in to our elements, okay, nicely. And actually we're gonna zoom in especially to Dave because he's died. Poor Dave. So we need to go to, so we are on frame 100, so I'm gonna hit diamond here, and on frame 0 I'm gonna hit diamond on X position as well. Let's go back to 100 and just move slightly to him. Let's make it closer. Okay, like that. Something like this. There we go. In our reference, so we've got something like when camera is zooming here, at the same time, the picture is getting to be saturation off. So we need to do the same from frame 0 to 100. We need to go to color corrector of Dave. So let's go to frame 0, saturation will be 1, and on frame 100, saturation will go down. And at the same time, the date will appear 2025 and his age, I believe. Maybe the age a little bit later, but we can do it at the same time. Why not? We don't need to follow any voiceover, we just create animation. So let's go to our typography. So that was 2025. And frame 0 right on diamond. Let's go to date of Dave. So Dave's age, sorry. So that's gonna be right on as well. Let's go to frame 100. Let's hit diamond here and Dave's age, and same as the date on the top. Bang. Let's go to frame number 0. And 2025, it's gonna be right off, same as Dave's age. Bang. So I would extend the camera movement a little bit. So I'm gonna go to first zoom, I'm gonna open keyframes, make it bigger, hit F4 to stretch it out. And camera movement, I would move to, I don't know, frame about 150. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to spline editor and make it smooth. Hit Ctrl F and T. Bang. Let's go to, I don't know, is into 70. Let's close spline editor. And what's happening next? Okay, next thing is his date before RBD comes up. Let's go to before RBD here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, create this effect where this come up from nowhere like that. Looks nice. I'll show you something. I've got background with alpha 0 and I'm gonna type in show up. So I've got prepared merge. I'm gonna connect this node tree to this merge, and I'm gonna connect this merge to image plant again, and I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So let's put it to the left. I'll put it to the right. And the thing is that frame 0, the blend is on 0, okay? And center Y position is 0.47. When you go 50 frames further, about 50 frames further, yeah, 50, it's 52 now. So position is 0.5 and blend is 1, and it looks nice for me. I use it many times. All the time I use it. It's nice animation, looks very good and professional. Okay, so we've got RBD come up first, 2025. We've got 2025 and RBD. On our animation on the left, what's next is happening. So the camera will move a little bit to the Janet. So let's move it up. Let's grab first zoom. I'm gonna copy that and paste it here. I'm gonna reset all things and I'm gonna name it move to Janet. Okay. We need to move keyframe of this merge. So I'm gonna open keyframes, stretch it out, open that, and when camera come up here, yeah, when the date will show up somewhere here, so our RBD will show up. Okay, so that will be somewhere like that, and straight away after that the camera will move to the left. So let's go to the transform, move to Janet, and I'm gonna hit diamond here on X position. And after, let's say, another 100 frames, that will move to the left to Janet. Focus on Janet. So the age is come up. Her age is come up as long as we move the camera. On the same time, yeah. So let's go to the frame when camera start to move. Let's move out the camera movement. So it's gonna be Control A, F, and T. T was already there. And let's go to the number 70. Okay, let's close spline editor and let's go to the Janet age. Okay, it was here. And let's go to her age. It was here, 65 years old. Let's actually remember what frames that was, the animation of the camera. So that the first animation 239 in my case to 339. Okay, so let's go to 239 and her age. So let's write on off on 239 plus 100. And we write in the age. Okay, nice. So we got her age. Right. Next thing what's happening is the cross. Okay, so money come up from behind the logo, and at the same time the cross will appear. Okay, let's do it. So let's go to, okay, at the same time when the cross appear, the camera movement will go down a little bit, am I right? Yeah, so we got a little bit zoom to the logo. Okay, so let's do it. I need a zoom to the logo, to the money. So let's go and copy this transform. Let's reset everything. Let's rename it. I'm gonna name it zoom into money. Okay, so after her age on our right side, as you can see, after age finished, give it a breather and let's click all this diamond here. Let's add, I don't know, 150 frames and let's hit diamonds all over here. So we're gonna go and zoom in here. Let's go to the left and a little bit down like that. And even zoom in more into the money. Okay, nice. So far so good, right? And let's move out the camera movement and let's go to the money. So let's focus on money. And so we need position. So let's remember when did that started. So zoom into money started on frame 403. So 403, let's go to the money, position 403. So we need to animate only Y position in translation. That was 150 frames, so plus 150. Let's move it up like that. Okay, and we need to adjust only cross these lines which are crossed. So what we need to do, we go into rectangle, these two, let's select them and let's go to keyframe. And remember that was, let's hit F4, that was 403, 403. So let's open these keyframes with cross and let's adjust. So it started here, let's go like, so money comes out. So the cross needs to be a little bit further. So when money comes out, cross come out nicely, okay? So my computer is laggy now, so you can't see properly, but when I play it slowly, it looks nice. So what we need to do, we need to just smooth out the movement of the money. So let's go to position, let's go to spline editor, and let's go and see how it looks like, if it's compatible with the X movement. Yeah, so I would adjust just this cross animation. Let's go to keyframes, and so let's say it will start, yeah, when the money is somewhere here, okay? So I would move keyframes of, yeah, this cross, bang, and looks nice. Okay, let's close that. And next step is, I believe that is the another text, which is RMDs. Yeah, RMD come up straight after this money go out. Okay, let's start from 630. 630. So we need go to RMD. So we need actually copy this merge show up, copy that, go to RMD. Yeah, paste. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna stretch this background, selecting this background, paste this merge here. Let's grab this pipe, connect it here, then we go with it. And we need to, okay, 630, so we need to go to merge show up here. Let's go to keyframe of merge show up. Let's stretch it out and adjust keyframes. Okay, let's close that. And there we go, we got this on 630 RMD come up, and then we need to go to the essential arrow. And before we go to the essential arrow, so let's go add another transform to the camera, and just let's copy this, paste it, reset, and I name it a long arrow, and that's gonna be, so we started 630 was the RMD, and straight away I would start animating camera movement along the arrow. So let's leave it for 150 frames, okay? 150 plus 150, and let's animate the camera movement. So that's going to go to the right side, okay, like that, something like this. Okay, let's move out the camera movement, spline editor. Let's see, so that will start in 652. So let's go to the arrow, and you need to open this arrow, and when you see this polygon, open this polygon, double click on length and put it to 0, put it down to 0, click diamond here, add 150 frames and put the length to the full. We need to go to the polygon, open spline editor, go with 70, same as it was in camera movement. Close the windows, close the group, and now what is left is this data come up from here. So let's see how this animation looks like so far. So yeah, okay, so what we need to do, we need to use in the arrow, so we need to go to this merge, as you can see. So arrow will start, that was somewhere here. Okay, so let's go to this merge, click diamond here, and let's go a few frames backward. Okay, somewhere here, and put the blend down. And now it looks good. So we don't see any arrow before it needs to be seen. Okay, and like that. And at the same time, when arrow is about, I don't know, in the middle, somewhere here, I'm gonna move this text from up to down. So let's go to Dave H. Let's add transform here. No, actually not transform. Sorry, we are 3D space, I forgot. So position, so we're gonna reverse it. So when arrow finished here, so this letters will be here, and let's go back to the middle of arrow or somewhere here, and let's put this text up. Okay, and let's just smooth it out. And I think we're done, guys. What I would correct here, as you can see, the text on this picture doesn't look good. What I would do, I would go to overlay of Janet and Dave, and here overlay, go to the merge, and just correct the brightness of this paper. So I would go with alpha gain, like a little bit like that. So let's type in 0.8, or maybe less. So let's go with 0.7, correct? Yeah, it looks way better. So let's go to the overlay of Dave. Okay, and that's why, guys, I name everything, because it looks way better, where it's better to, nothing is messy. I know what's going on here. You can see when I name overlay, I just go overlay, as I can see this is overlay, and I can implement some changes at some point if I need. There are plenty of nodes. When you zoom it out, look, it's easy to lost in everything what you see here. So go to this merge and change alpha gain to 0.7. Okay, and the picture of Dave is brighter as well, but Dave is not bright. So let's go to the Dave. Dave is not bright, his saturation goes down, but I would change gain in his picture anyway, because it's dark. Okay, something like that. Okay, for me, everything looks nice and smooth. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.